comes to mind when I think about that verse is that it challenges me not to have a two-faced Christianity. And what I mean by that is, I think that Paul is very clear that we may have gifts and talents in a lot of different areas, and those may be a part of our Christian walk, but if we don't border those things with love, then those other gifts and talents lose their meaning, they lose their emphasis, they lose their impact. So that's really what it challenges me to do. You know, the thing I love about the song, The Proof of Your Love, is it reinforces that to me every time I hear it. And, you know, we live in a world with lots of distractions and things that can get in our way, or like I like to say, hurdles, and that can cause us to sort of get off of our path and to, you know, have a shorter fuse or those types of things. And Paul reminds us in 1 Corinthians that whatever we do, whatever we say, however we relate to other people, we need to make sure that we border that with love. And the song has just been a reinforcement, a reminder of that to me, that, you know, we've got to strive for consistency in our faith. It's not perfection. I mean, we're striving for perfection, but we're not going to be perfect. And so we need to strive for consistency in our faith on that journey towards holiness. But one of the things that we have to understand is that love is one of the fruits of the Spirit. The Bible talks about love, Jesus talked about love, that all the other commandments hinged on loving Him with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and loving our neighbor as ourselves. But again, we get into Galatians, we read about the fruit of the Spirit, about love, but also other things like peace and patience and kindness and faith and gentleness and self-control. Those things all fuel us being the proof of His love. I feel like if we're able to be self-controlled, if we are able to, you know, remember that when we're in a situation where we might want to lash out, it's time to take a deep breath, maybe walk away. That's part of self-control. It's controlling our emotions. One of the things we've talked about a lot with our staff since January is we have to decide the destination of our mind. And one of the ways that we can prove God's love is deciding that we're going to focus on the good things about God. That's going to just flow naturally out of us. And then the other thing, I just wanted to, you know, quickly share a story. You know, the other night, my wife and I had ordered takeout food. While Rachel was at her youth group, Marcy and I were still kind of wrapping up some things at work. So I went ahead to go pick up takeout food. And when I walked into the restaurant to pick up the food, the gal that was running the reception area, she was really nervous when I walked in. And the reason she was nervous is because they had ran out of what I had ordered. And she didn't have a way to contact me to let me know that. And she was really visibly stressed and upset that she might have to tell me that what I had ordered wasn't in stock or that they didn't have any currently. That was a great reminder to me that we have so many opportunities in our lives to be the proof of God's love, to be different, to not lash out, to be self-controlled, to just realize, hey, we're just talking about meatloaf here. It's not that big of a deal. And because of that, because my response was not emotional or overreactive, and it ended up being a very positive experience. My co-host Loria said the other day in the studio, and I thought this was really, really great, that when we fall deeper and deeper in love with God, it becomes easy for us to love other people. So those are some of the things we have to do. Really, our spiritual disciplines have to be consistent if we're going to be able to prove His love.